This is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 365. In this episode, I want to explore failure. When you fall off the wagon, when you fail, when you realize you're not perfect, I don't want you to see it anymore as failure. I want you to see it as an attempt. So your first attempt, your second attempt, your third attempt, your fourth attempt. Guess what? Successful people have failed more times than you've even tried. Next time you fail, I want you to see it as another attempt that's getting you closer to succeeding. You know, beating yourself up, giving up when you fail, throwing the towel in, this has not worked. This is never going to work. You gotta have to get serious and realize that you will make mistakes. In the beginning, that's called the journey. That's the journey. Stop thinking that other people are so goddamn perfect. You know, it changed my life when I heard David Goggins say that some mornings he wakes up and he stares at his shoes for hours. He always runs every morning, but some mornings he wakes up and it takes him 2, 3, 4 hours to go for a run. And when I heard that, my whole life changed, y'all. Because I thought David Goggins was not human. I thought he was a different species of human. And then when he said that, it made me realize he's human too. Some days, I don't do much. Some days I don't do anything on my list. Anything. Some days, I used to let myself down. I used to give in. I used to eat pasta. I used to eat cookies, cakes, candies. When I said I wasn't going to do it, I used to buy Snickers bars. When I said I was done, I was done. But guess what? All of those failed attempts, all of those attempts led me to where I am now. It led me to that day, that fateful day, and I wish I knew the exact day in 2011 when I said, you know what? No more. No more. But without all of those attempts, I would have never gotten to that day. And then that day, I said, you know what? I'm going raw. Let's try this thing. And then when you go raw and you allow yourself to eat an abundance of fruit and vegetables, nuts and seeds, okay? Yeah, you're going to feel better eating more fruit than nuts. But hey, if you're eating a bunch of nuts instead of Snickers bars, you're doing fucking so much better than 99.99999% of the population. Don't you fucking dare beat yourself up for that. Don't you dare beat yourself up for eating nuts. Do you know what you used to eat? Do you remember, my boo? Perspective 2023. That's my Wi-Fi password. So, yeah. I also wanted to say that it's really important to stick to other disciplines when you're trying to be a healthy vegan. It's important to stick to other disciplines because the truth is that one discipline affects the rest. And so if you stick to your discipline of meditating every day, this is going to affect how you eat. If you stick to working out, this is going to affect how you eat. If you shut off your phone and go to bed early, this is going to affect how you eat the next day. Everything's affecting everything. So this morning, I woke up. I didn't snooze. I got up. I got my clothes on, put on David Goggins, getting ready. Okay? I either listen to like a Goggins video or I listen to my vision cards, which my vision cards are something that I do with my clients, and I encourage them to record them. And if you have done vision cards with me, I did them on like a different workshops, my New Year's workshop, and if you take a course with me or like one-on-one clients I've done it with. And if you haven't recorded them, I do urge you to record them because some days you're not going to have time to read them, but you always have time to listen. So I usually listen to my vision cards on my bike on the way to working out. Now, if I don't work out in the morning, it doesn't happen. I've realized this because I've attempted to work out in the evening time and it doesn't work. I've attempted to work out later in the day, it just doesn't work because I've eaten and then I'm like, oh no, I don't feel good. I don't feel like jumping up and down. I've got to do it first. And all those attempts for 38 years, it led me to today where I finally can work with myself and I can say, okay, I know what works, I know what doesn't work. You see, every time you fail, you realize something. You learn something. You learn what doesn't work and what does work. You say to yourself, okay, yeah, I messed up. Let's analyze it. Let's do a live autopsy. What happened? And you want to write it out? Write it out. You want to talk it out? Get a voice note on and talk it out. What works and what doesn't work? Because if you just keep blindly thinking you're going to wake up one day and be a raw vegan, it doesn't fucking work like that. You're going to get very, very aware of what you're doing wrong and what you're going to do, what's going to work for you to make it so that you can do it right. You're not going to wake up a different person. You're going to create that person. Everyone thinks that there's some magical success fairy that's going to come and bless you. Raw vegan fairy, like me. Everyone thinks they're going to work with me and then I'm going to make them raw. Nobody can make you do anything you don't want to do. So you have to figure out, okay, why don't I want this? Why don't I want this? Am I scared to lose weight? Am I scared to not be like everyone else? Am I scared that my friends and family won't like me if I don't eat their food? If I don't go out with them to TGI Fridays every Friday or whatever? Am I scared to be different? Well then, okay, talk it out. Talk it out or write it out. Why am I scared to be different? I'm scared because I'm already like a weirdo. So now I'm not even going to eat the food that everyone eats. Then I'll really be weird. It's going to be really hard to date then. But you know what? The truth is, no. That's a lie. That's a lie. Your inner roommate is fucking lying. Okay? She's lying. Because I was in a relationship for 6 years with somebody who didn't eat raw. Didn't matter. And there are so many raw vegans that I know that are with other people that don't eat raw. They don't care about that. It's about your character, your values. It's about the person you are, not the food you eat. I'm not even interested in dating a raw vegan. Because who cares if they're raw? Who cares about the food? I care about their values. Are they honest? Do they have integrity? Are they a good communicator? These are the things that matter. Are they kind? Are they compassionate? Are they, who cares if they eat fruit and vegetables? So your soulmate's not going to care what you eat. They're really going to love that you take care of yourself. They're going to love that you're in shape. They're going to love that you're healthy. Who doesn't want to be with somebody healthy? Who wants to be with somebody sick and depressed and farting all night? Okay? Let's just be honest now. Your soulmate you're going to inspire your soulmate to eat healthier. So don't worry about that, boo. Because I know you were worried about that. So anyway, I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here. And listen to this podcast again. And do me a favor, anything you like, listen to it at least twice. That's what I do, at least twice. And I've listened to some books. I mean, like The Compound Effect, I think I've listened to it like 20 times. I'm going to put it on now again because I don't like to consume new. I like to consume things that are really, really, really good and just really get it into my spirit, get it into my brain so it can really permeate. We got to hear things at least 7 times before we actually hear it. So if you like something that one of the podcasts inspired you or motivated you, guess what? Listen to it 7 times. Then it's going to start to get into your subconscious. 7 times minimum. Don't fuck 2 times. 7 times. How about that, boo? I love you. I appreciate you. Now do me a favor. Do something for yourself now. Do something to move the needle forward in the direction that you want to go. Otherwise, you're going to waste this day and you're going to fucking regret it. And guess what? The universe doesn't give a fuck. The universe doesn't give a shit. It's not going to give you this day back, ever. And you're going to be old one day, and you're going to say, damn, I wish I had. Instead of, I'm glad I did. What do you want to say at the end of your life? I wish I had? or I'm glad I did. Love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.